Good morning to all. I am Mrs.G.LOKESHWARI, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, A.D.M. College for Women, Nagapattinam. Now we are learning the topic about JavaScript in web technology. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. It is a dynamic one. Then front-end and scripting language. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language and a front-end scripting language. What are the advantages in JavaScript? The first one is implementing from validation. Then react to is user actions. What are the actions are applied in Java? They are react to user actions. Changing an image and moving mouse over it, mouse dragging, mouse clicking. These are the content used in the image moving from one place to another. Then content loading and changing dynamically. Then performing complex calculations. It performs sections of a page appearing and disappearing also in the advantages of JavaScript. Then what can JavaScript do? It can validate farm data. The data is correct or not. It validates our data. For example, our email using the username and the password, that is validate or not. It using the JavaScript, it handled event also. Then it can read and write HTML elements. Then can access or modify browser cookies also. What can JavaScript cannot do? It cannot do database related operations. Next, it cannot read from or write the files in the client. Then cannot close a window, that is has not opened. It cannot protect your page source or images. Then the sample JavaScript syntax placement in HTML5. The scripting, already we are know that HTML file is open in head, then body tag, then closed in body tag as well as closed in head tag. The script used in head and /head section, then head and body section, then script in body, then last one is closed with the /body section. The script in external file and then include link in HTML5 head section also. Then syntax of JavaScript, first we know that head tag, body tag or external file. Second, we put the script tag inside head and body tag. Then the third one is the script JavaScript code, then /script code. Then for example, print the hello message. First, we know that the first HTML, then body tag, then script tag. So these are the example of printing the hello message, HTML, body tag, then script. Document.write. We can print the statement in hello world. We write the syntax in document.write. Then close the script tag, then body tag as well as the HTML tag. The script code in the HTML file in head tag. It print the message, print hello world. Then next we can use the third method, the script. The script alert the message in hello world. We use the syntax alert hello world, then /script. It print the message also hello world, but use the syntax is alert then hello world in the script. Then print hello messages, the function hello. Then function hello called the alert message of hello world. We can combine the syntax with the HTML head and that is the alert message in the body tag also. The input type is when the button is clicked, the message is shown in the hello world, that is say hello. Then next, the JavaScript variables. The JavaScript variables should declare the JavaScript variables. Then first one is there are the three methods we are using initialization of the scripting in JavaScript variables. First one is using var, var. The next one is using let. The next one is using constant. JavaScript variables, it always declared JavaScript variables with a var, let or constant. The var keyword is used in all JavaScript code from 1995 to 2015. The let and constant keywords were added to JavaScript in 2015. If you want your code to run in older browser, you must use var. That is a variable declared in the message. That is the example. First one is by using let. So let x equal to 5, let y equal to 6. We can add the variables x and y, let z equal to x plus y. That is a simple example of JavaScript variable using let. Then the next one is using constant. We can define the variable constant x equal to 5, constant y equal to 6. But we can use the variable that is let z equal to x plus y. We can add the variable stored in let. Then third one, by using nothing, x equal to 5, y equal to 6, just like that, z equal to x plus y. We can add the x and y value stored in the z value. The next one is variable naming convention in JavaScript. You should not use any of the JavaScript reserved keywords as a variable name. These keywords are mentioned in the break or boolean variable, that is, names are not valid. The JavaScript variable names should not start with numerals, that is 0 to 9. They must begin with a letter or underscore character. For example, 1, 2, 3 test is an invalid variable. We can write that underscore 1, 2, 3 test is a valid one. Because the syntax is JavaScript, we can use the numerical words, and numeral 0 to 9 is not used in the starting position. We can use the letter or underscore character. Then the JavaScript variable names are case sensitive. For example, then alphabets, that is name and name, are the two different variables in JavaScript. But like that, name and name are same, but the first letter is a capital letter, then the next one is all are the lowercase letters. That is case sensitive. The next one is JavaScript data types. The JavaScript data types, there are divided into two types. First one is primitive, then second one is non-primitive. The JavaScript data types, the primitive data types are described in the following method. That is a string, number, boolean, undefined, and null. The string, for example, hello, it is a string representation of sequence of characters in the statement. The next one is number, the value is the numeric values, for example 100, 200, 300. Then next one is boolean, whether it is true or false. The next one is undefined values. We can use that in the previous example, x equal to y, then y equal to 5. The next, the null variable, that represents no value at all. It are the primitive variables. The next one is non-primitive variables. The data types are divided into object, array, then regular expression, that is REGXP. Object, we can access the members also. In the array, it is like a group or similar values. Regarding the regular expression, it represents the values in the regular expression method. Then the JavaScript statements. How we are write the JavaScript statements? The programming instruction written in a program in a programming language are known as a statement. The order of an execution of statements in the same way as they are written. First one is semicolon. The semicolon separate a JavaScript statements. Then semicolon marks the end of a statement in JavaScript. Then the second one is code blocks. The JavaScript statements can be grouped together inside the curly brackets. Such groups are known as code blocks. The purpose of grouping is to define statements to be executed together. Then third one is white space. In JavaScript, ignore multiple white spaces. Then the fourth one is line length and the line break. A JavaScript code prepared in line length by most programmers is up to 80 characters of line length. The best place to break a code line in JavaScript if it does not fit in after an operator. Then the fifth one is a keyword. The keyword are reserved words and cannot be used as a variable name. In a JavaScript, keyword tells about what kind of operation it will be performed. Some commonly used keywords are, that is break, continue, do while, and for. Then break. This is used to terminate loop or switch. Second one is continue. This is used to skip a particular iteration in a loop and move to the next iteration. The third one is a do while. In this, the statements written within do blocks are executed till the condition is while is true. The next one is for. It helps in executing a block of statements till the condition is true. Then the fifth one is function. This keyword is used to declare a function. The next one is return. This keyword is used to exit a function. Then the seventh one, already we know that variable, let and constant. This keyword is used to declare a variable. The next one is switch. This helps in executing a block of code depending on different platforms. The next topic is JavaScript literals. The JavaScript literals are the fixed value that cannot be changed. You do not need to specify any type of keyword to write literals. The literals are often used to initialize variable in programming. It is name of variables or string literals. Then some of the literals are which are listed below. That is numeric literal, floating point literal, boolean literal, string literal, array literal. Then regular expression literal, object literal. First one is numeric literal. It can be expressed in the decimal, that is base 10 format, the hexadecimal base 16 and the octal base 8 format. Decimal numeric literal, it consists of a sequence of digits. It is a combination of 0 to 9 without leading 0. For example, 1 to 0. It is a decimal literal. The next one, hexadecimal literal. The hexadecimal numeric literals include the digits 0 to 9, the letters, small letters, that is A to F, then uppercase letters, that is A to F. For example, 0, 2, 1, 4, 3, 4. It is an octal decimal number. The next one, the octal numeric literals include the digits, that is 0 to 7. A leading 0 in a numeric literal, it indicates the octal format. That is, in front of the value is 0, x, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is a hexadecimal literal. Then floating literal, it contains a decimal point, that is dot. A fraction is a floating point. It may contain as an exponential values also. For example, 6.99689. It is a floating point literal. That is a negative floating point literal is also available. That is minus 6.99689 or minus 167.39894 is a floating point literal in negative values. Then the next type is boolean literal. The boolean literal supports two values, only either true or false. That is the true, it is boolean literal. Another one is the false, also a boolean literal. Then next one is a string literal. The string literal is a combination of 0 or more characters enclosed within a single quote or double quotation marks. Then single quotes, for example, that is student, also a string literal. Then double quotes, it is a computer science or study, as well as using the double quotes is a string literal. Then next one is array literal. The array literal, an array literal is a list of 0 or more expressions representing array elements that are enclosed in a square brackets. Whenever you create an array using an array literal, it is initialized with the elements specified in the square brackets. For example, variable employee equal to square bracket, the double quotes, that is your name, that is Priya, Anu, Sita, then closing the double quotes, then closing the square brackets, then end with a semicolon. It is array literal. Then JavaScript regular expression literal. The regular expression is a pattern used to match a character or a string in some text. It is created by enclosing the regular expression, the string between forward slashes. That is variable 1 equal to AB asterisk C. This is a regular expression. Variable R2 equal to new regular expression of within the double quotes, that is ABC. It's also a regular expression literals. Then the next one is object literals. The JavaScript object literals, it is a collection of key value pairs enclosed in a curly braces. The key value pair is separated by a comma. For example, variable games equal to, it is curly braces, the cricket colon 11. It is a key value of pairs using the colon, then chess colon 2, then carom colon 4. It is object literals. Then next, the JavaScript arrays. How to create arrays in JavaScript. Then how to access the values of array in JavaScript. The array properties and methods. These are the topics included in this. Then first one is JavaScript arrays. How to create an array in JavaScript. There are three methods we are initializing the array in JavaScript. The first method is the variable character cars equal to. That is the type of cars names using the double quotes, that is Saab, Volvo, BMW. It is one of the method we declaring the array. Then second one is var cars equal to new array of, then the type of cars, then using the double quotes. It is Saab, Volvo and BMW. Then the third method, it initializes the array is starting with a 0. So cars of 0 equal to Saab, cars of 1 equal to Volvo, then cars of 2 equal to BMW. There are the three methods we are initializing the array values. How to access the value? We are already initializing the array value. How to access the value of arrays in JavaScript? That's also using the three methods. The method 1, to access only one value. For the syntax, variable name equal to cos of 0. Already the cos of 0 is Saab. So it produces the output is Saab. Then second method 2, to access only one value with showing it in the HTML page. So we can write the syntax document.get element by ID, that is T1.value equal to cos of 0. It also produces the value is sub. Already we know that the array is stored in the cos of 0 equal to sub, cos of 1 equal to like that, cos of 2 equal to BMW. Then the method 3, to access full array values. It also including the statement and document.get element by ID of T1 equal to value equal to just like that cos. To access full array, to access only one value, these are the methods we can finding the values in the method. Then the JavaScript arrays, we can use array properties and method. Then the length, reverse, sort, push, pop and for each. The JavaScript objects. The JavaScript objects, how to create an object in JavaScript. The next, how to read properties of an object in JavaScript. First one is JavaScript objects. Then how to create object. Objects are variables too, but objects can contain many values. The values are written as name, value of pairs. So it is the syntax to declare the object. So method 1, variable person equal to name, Bhavana. Then the age, 40. It is a key and name value pass. The method 2, variable person equal to new object of person.name equal to Bhavana, person.age equal to 40. The second method, we can write the syntax in this way. How to read or access the properties of an object in JavaScript. The first method, then second method, that is the object name property, then object name property. For example, first one is person.name, the second one is person.age. Include the method in the examples. Next. Then JavaScript built-in objects. In JavaScript, these are the objects are in built-in objects. First, array, boolean, date, math, number, string, then regular expression objects. The array object, the properties of the array object. First one is the length. It returns the number of elements in the array. Then second, reverse. It reverses the array elements. Concatenation, we can join two or more arrays. Sorting, sort the elements of an array, that is ascending or descending order. Then push, append the one or more elements at the end of an array. Then pop, it removes and returns the last element in the array. Then the next object is date object. The method, the date of, it returns the today, date and time. Get date of, it returns the day of the month for the specified date. Get day of, it returns the day of the week for the specified day. Get full year of, it returns the year of the specified date. Get hours of, it returns the hour in specified date according to local time. Get milliseconds of, it returns the milliseconds in the specified date according to the local time. And these are the max objects. Properties of max object, that is pi, the value of pi, that is 3.14, it is included in the pi object. Then E, it is a natural logarithmic time. ln 2, it is a natural algorithm of logarithmic of 2. ln 10, natural algorithm of 10. Then log 2e, that is based 2 logarithm of e. Then log 10e, that is based in logarithm of e. Then square root of 2, we can find the value of the square root. Then next, the JavaScript debugger. All modern browsers have a built-in JavaScript debugger. The built-in debuggers can be turned on and off. It is forcing errors to be reported to the user. With a debugger, you can also set breakpoints, that is, places where code execution can be stopped, and examine the variable while the code is executing. You activate debugging in your browser with the F12 key and select the console in the debugger menu. The debugger keyword stops the execution of JavaScript and calls the debugging function. This has the same function as setting a breakpoint in the debugger. If no debugging is available, the debugger statement has no effect. With the debugger turned on, this code will stop executing before it executes the third line. Advantages of JavaScript. Then first one is speed. The client-side JavaScript is very fast because it can run immediately within the client-side browsers. Second one is simplicity. The JavaScript is relatively simple to learn and implement. Third one is popularity. The JavaScript is used everywhere on the web. Fourth one is interoperability. It is JavaScript plays nicely with the other languages and can be used in huge variety of applications. The next one is server load. Being client-side reduces the demand on the website server. The next one is rich interface. Gives the ability to create rich interfaces. Then next one is the disadvantages of JavaScript. First, client-side security. Because the code executes on the user's computer, in some cases it can be exploited for malicious purposes. This is one of the reasons some people choose to disable JavaScript. Then second one is browser support. JavaScript is sometimes interpreted differently by different browsers. It makes it somewhat difficult to write crash browser code. Then how to write a jQuery in JavaScript. It is a jQuery. jQuery is a JavaScript library. It is easy to learn. It is a lightweighted one. It is great, simplifies JavaScript programming languages. Then the jQuery library contains the following features. It is HTML, then DOM manipulation, then CSS manipulation, HTML event method, effects and animations, Ajax and utilities. Then many of the biggest companies on the web use jQuery, such as Google, then Microsoft and Netflix. These are the companies used in web use queries. Then IBM also use the jQuery. How to adding a jQuery in your web pages? First, the way one, download the jQuery library from jQuery.com. Then next, include jQuery from your CDN like Google. These are the syntax we are used in the jQuery CDN. First, we can write head, script and source. The source is where you find the libraries from. So https ajax.googleapps.com, then ajax/libraries jQuery 3.2.1/jQuery, then min.javascript. That is the extension of JavaScript, that is JS. You can use that. Then the JavaScript is closed and a head is closed. It is the syntax of jQuery. We can write the syntax $selector action of. The dollar indicates the sign to define access the jQuery. Then the selector to find HTML element. The action is how to perform the jQuery on the element. For example, jQuery is used in the example syntax $this hide out. In this method, we can use hide the current element only. Second one is $p hide out. Hide all elements in the jQuery. Then $.test hide out. It hides all elements with class equal to test. Then $#test hide out. It hides the elements with ID equal to test. It is the one of the example, that is a jQuery included in the script source. And script source we can already write that is HTTPS and Ajax googleapps.com, Ajax libraries, jQuery 3.5.1 is the version, then jQuery minutes.js, the script is closed. Then the document ready function, then we click the function, that is the hide the elements. Then the script head, then body, if you click on me, I will disappear, the message is shown. Then click me away. This is the example of to hide the paragraph in jQuery. Thank you all.